Hello everyone, this tarot reading is focusing on the question, is there something you're meant to pause and notice instead of forcing progress? Now, the song that came to my head a few moments ago is absolutely perfect for this reading, okay? And with how much it resonates with it. And the song is, I can't remember who the band, what is it? You can't always get what you want. Perfect for this reading, okay? There's actually quite a lot that I'm picking up and I'm actually excited to do this reading. So, for the Animal Oracle cards, you have Coyote Spirit, Trust in the Divine Detours. You have Porcupine Spirit, Time for Beginner's Mind. And then for the Tarot, you have the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Lovers, all reversed. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Hierophant. So the first thing I want to say is what I'm noticing overall. Even though some of these cards are reversed, I still see progress that's shown here, okay? We've got the Hierophant, which is number 5. We have the Lovers, which is number 6. And then we have the movement from the Six of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles, okay? So to me, this shows leveling up energy. Very strong student energy. Learning, dedication and progression here, okay? Also the Hierophant, even with the Coyote, but more the Hierophant and the Porcupine Spirit, both reflect the student. Someone learning through experience, patience and understanding. So what this is telling me is that the pause some of you are actually experiencing is not a stop. It's actually part of the lesson, part of the preparation and part of the training that actually takes you to the next level. We've got Coyote Spirit. I want to say there's 2 cards in this deck. And I think I did find out that we've got 68 cards in the Animal Oracle deck. There's 2 where it gives me, I clench when it comes out. Coyote Spirit, and the other one is Wasp Spirit, Sometimes Life Stings. Because, right, when these 2 cards come out, right, let's say for example the Wasp one, the last time that came out, I literally got it out for myself. It came out in the morning for me and I thought, oh fuck's sake, what's this about? I left my house. The second that I stood onto the pavement, I slipped on ice in front of everybody and I literally fell right onto the floor, cut my jeans, cut my knee. And when I landed on the floor, in my mind's eye, in such slow motion when I was falling, in my mind's eye, I saw the Wasp card and it said, sometimes life stings. And then I got a little, what was it that came into my head? Sometimes life stings. Oh, I can't remember. It was something about my knee. And I just thought, oh, fuck, that's the Wasp Spirit, okay? Sometimes life just stings. Coyote Spirit, Trust in the Divine Detours. It's very similar to the moon energy, okay, in the tarot. It can feel like you're really on a path with no clear direction, where things feel really confusing, dark or uncertain, okay? So the ego, and it is both those cards, that's what I want to say actually, both of those cards are where it damages your ego. So the ego dislikes this phase because it really wants to control and immediate clarity. But this is actually the stage where trust, intuition, and one small step at a time are actually guiding you. So Coyote energy often appears when things are not going the way that you planned or hoped, when life seems to be taking you in unexpected directions, okay? Very much it feels, yes, you're in control of it, but really you're not. And yet, later it really makes a lot of sense why the detour happened and how it led you to somewhere better. And again, the Coyote Spirit is very much a trickster energy, meaning sometimes life is actually teaching you something that you may have forgotten. And that could be a boundary, which we'll come across very soon, a lesson about trust, surrender, or, maybe resilience. And sometimes you just need to experience disappointment as well, my darling, before truly appreciating joy, success, or alignment that actually is coming for you. Now, Porcupine Spirit follows with Time for Beginner's Mind, reinforcing really the same message. Life is full of surprises, hiding in plain sight. But when we're tense, guarded, or forcing outcomes, we actually often miss them. And Beginner's Mind invites you to really look at things with fresh eyes, curiosity and openness rather than pressure. And it also, both of these cards, really encourages you just to be playful, lighter and less rigid in your approach, okay? Sometimes with the Porcupine Spirit, sometimes being overly guarded can actually block, again, opportunities, people or experiences that are actually meant to help you grow. Yes, self-protection is important, but actually protecting yourself too much can also prevent movement and learning, okay? Now, moving into the tarot, even though the cards appear reversed, what I'm actually strongly picking up is more than anything is actually just delayed or blocked energy rather than negative outcomes. It feels more like confirmation that the next stage is actually coming, but only after certain lessons are understood. Now, the Six of Pentacles reverse shows imbalance in giving and receiving. So you may be overextending your time, energy, or effort without equal return, or pushing yourself harder trying to earn progress. So this card asks you to pause and notice where your energy may be going out without coming back in a healthy way. Again, as I said about the coyote, it's there to teach you some lessons that you might have forgotten, okay? A boundary could be one of them. Now, the Eight of Pentacles reverse continues this message, pointing more to burnout, frustration, or efforts being applied in a direction that just is no longer aligned, okay? So this is not saying you are lazy or unmotivated. It's actually saying that continuing to push in the same way may not be what actually creates the growth right now. And sometimes actually stepping back, reassessing, or learning something new is what allows the next level of progress to unfold, okay? And the Lovers reverse brings awareness to misalignment. So there may be something you're again very much so continuing out of habit, expectation, or obligation that no longer feels fully in agreement with your values or direction, okay? And when alignment is off, actually forcing progress rarely works. So this pause actually could be helping you to recognize what needs adjustment before moving forward again. And I actually really like that the Hierophant's out here today, because it confirms that this entire phase is about learning, wisdom, and growth through experience. Very spiritual this is, okay? This is very much for your soul's growth, okay? Is what I feel with this. But yeah, it really reinforces the strong student energy throughout the reading. You're not stuck, you're actually learning, you're growing, you're maturing on a very much in a spiritual way. So this moment is really asking you to understand something, integrate something, or experience something before stepping into the next level. So this spread really suggests that what you may feel like a delay or slowdown is actually preparation. Progress is still happening, but it's actually happening through awareness, reflection, and recalibration rather than force. So the pause is not working against you at all. It's actually guiding you some, so that when movement begins again, it's a little bit more clearer, more aligned, and built on stronger understanding than before. So I hope this reading's helped. Have a good day. Bye-bye.